Email subject lines that don't generate some kind of emotional response, they rarely get opened. We really need that emotional trigger to motivate our reader to open the email, but luckily there are a few easy ways you can actually motivate your reader to open. Hi guys, I'm Caroline, and on this channel you get tips on how to write copy that'll attract your audience and convert them into paying customers. Okay, so I'm sure you already know that the subject lines you put in your emails are super important, because your subject line is what is going to motivate your reader to actually open your email. And if your subject line is a snooze, then it doesn't matter how great the content of your email is, because your reader will never get to see it. So, how do you write subject lines that will inspire your readers to open your email? In this video, I'll give you 3 quick emotional triggers that you can use, and I'll throw in some examples too. Number 1 is the curiosity headline. You probably already know this type of headline if you've ever waited in line in the supermarket and glanced over at the newsstands with all the tabloids. I know you have. Because think what you will of tabloids, but if there's one thing they absolutely know how to get right, it's putting headlines on the cover that piques curiosity. And that, my friend, is how they get people to buy their magazines. It's also a way you can get people to open your emails. Now, of course, I'm not suggesting that you make your subject lines super sensational like the tabloids do, because you do want to remain credible enough to be taken seriously as a business. But we can poke at that natural human curiosity that we all have. So here's an example of what it could look like. New research, what we know about weight loss is wrong. So if you were trying to lose weight, or maybe if you were a professional working in the weight loss industry, you'd probably get a little bit curious and want to open the email to find out what this new discovery is about, right? So this particular subject line could work for a weight loss business or even a research institute. You don't want to be spammy about it, so of course it's very important that inside your emails you actually answer the thing you put in your subject line, because otherwise, frankly, it's just going to make you look bad and lose credibility. So only use curiosity headlines to the extent that you actually have the answer. The second one is the "Are you making this common mistake?" email. We humans really don't like making mistakes, and by slightly poking at a mistake that your readers are scared of making and that they could very well be making, then there's a good chance that your readers will actually open your email. An example of this would be 4 common mistakes that keep new businesses from growing. Then, if the reader is a new business owner, they'll think to themselves, "Oh no, I hope I'm not making this mistake," and that will inspire them to open. The third type of subject line I'll share with you is the secret methods formula. So if you're using this formula, what you're doing is talking about someone or a group of people that your audience aspires to be. So let's say that your audience is career-oriented professionals in the beginning of their career who is looking to get advice on how to get promoted, because the group they desire to belong to are successful professionals high up on the career ladder. Then a headline could look something like, "The negotiation strategy that no one teaches you in college, CEOs use to get ahead." You see how this subject line includes both the group the reader aspires to belong to, in this case CEOs, and the advice on how to get there. And if you really paid attention, you'll notice that this last subject line actually has a lot in common with the first one, because it also piques curiosity. Playing on several emotional triggers in the same subject line, like in this example, we both poke at the desire to achieve a goal and at the curiosity factor, then you'll only make your subject line that much more intriguing and further increase the likelihood that your emails will be read. Now, there are a lot more email marketing subject line tips that'll increase the open rate, and I'll be getting into those in future videos. If you got value from this video and you'd like to see more videos from me on copywriting and marketing, then remember to subscribe and also push the little bell icon. That way you get notified when I upload new videos, so you won't miss out on any tips. See you in the next video, and don't forget to have an amazing day. Thank you for watching.